Hey guys, this is the part 2 of the slapping lesson, and if this is the first video that you're watching, alright, that's right, that you watch, you might as well want to check out the part 1 that talks about basic stuff, basic way to learn how to slap. And so yeah, in this video, I really don't know how to start, as in I don't want to get into really detail on slapping and stuff like that. So I just want to talk about exercising and like basic things about slap, basic things, but now it's more practical. So yeah, you play slap. When you play slapping, I think the most important thing for me first is to get fluent, yeah, as in play these things right. Right, that's the basic, right, the basic exercise for slapping. And the reason why I'm doing that, maybe that sounds a bit lame for you, maybe that sounds too easy, but the reason why I'm doing that is that often when we play fast stuff, right, when we play stuff like really fast stuff, sometimes we hit the other strings by mistake, right? So this exercise is really really effective, because then you play slow in a way, and also you really have the time to sort of like listen to everything, every note that you hit, and then it's really important to have the really clear articulation, as in like when you hit the notes, you gotta make sure that they just ring like that, right? Make sure that you can hear every note they hit, not just, you know what I mean? So yeah, so exercise like that, it doesn't have to be like what I played before, but just normal slap and pop, right? And practice the normal way, the simplest way is to practice with the octaves. Right. So yeah, that's the easiest exercise that I could sort of suggest you. It's easy, but at the same time it's really good. Like I said before, you really because when you play slow, you can really hear everything, and that and I think that's really important. And also if you to step forward a little bit, then I would say do not learn things like triplet or stuff like that. Well, it's good to learn, but it's good to focus on the basics first right now, and that's what this video is all about, right? So I'm not gonna get into that right now. When you get into that, start to I think a lot of old school songs like the R&B, funk, 80s, 70s, they're really simple bass lines, like right. So I think that song is Chicago by D-Flow or something like that. So yeah, listen to some songs, start playing songs, and more importantly, play in time. Don't worry about the notes, the pattern that you're doing right now, because the most important thing is to play in time, right? To play in time, that's the first thing. Second thing is to have the good articulation. That means like you can really hear every note that you hit, right? So you don't focus on playing really hard pattern right now. Don't focus on doing like, you know, that kind of stuff. It's cool, but you'll get there. You know, you don't have to play it now, right? So yeah, I mean, practice these things first. Yeah, I mean, think about timing, and always practice slow. Always listen to what you're playing, every note that you hit, right? And about the groove, about the feel, about making bass lines and everything, that comes on later. You know, that grows. If you keep listening to songs and things like that, you'll get the idea of grooves, you know, music. So you'll be able to write your own bass lines through that, right? So you just have to keep practicing, and yeah. So that's about practicing slaps from the basic, right? So I think I'm just gonna cut it short for now, and we will move on to the next step, part 3.